You're watching WDSU TV, Channel 6, New Orleans. We're building WDSU around you. This is News Channel 6 at 10.
Our top story tonight, the warning signs are up. Now a jury agrees. $1 billion verdict for a Harvey family against a giant oil company. Now neighbors wonder if their health's at risk. Good evening, I'm Chris Fairbairn.
And I'm Norman Robinson. It's one of the largest verdicts ever against an oil company. A state court jury has ordered ExxonMobil to pay more than $1 billion to a Harvey family.
The plaintiffs, including a former Jefferson Parish judge, say their 33 acres on the West Bank are contaminated with radioactive material. WDSU News Channel 6 reporter Ed Reams is here now to explain.
That's right. It's been known since the 1930s that radium-226 and 228 are associated with oil and gas production. It's also known that these radioactive materials can cause cancer in humans. But what was not known until recently is that these materials may have been illegally dumped after it was cleaned out of oil pipes, and that one of the largest oil companies in the world did nothing to stop it.
This empty lot in Harvey was once the site of an oil pipe cleaning business, one of the main contractors for ExxonMobil's Eastern Division since the 1950s. The company shut down in 1992. But just this year, these radioactive warning signs began popping up. And neighbors like Magdalene Williams learned the company may have been illegally dumping radioactive material here for decades.
It makes me feel violated. It makes me feel awful. I feel like I could be being poisoned, don't even know it. We have gardens, you know, we have kids playing over there. And you sit here everyday life and you don't know what's happening to you.
Tuesday, a New Orleans jury agreed ExxonMobil knew about the contamination for years, but did nothing to clean up the environment. They awarded the property owners, Judge Joseph Greffer and his family, over $1 billion in compensatory and punitive damages.
We felt that we had convinced the jury that ExxonMobil intentionally and recklessly endangered public safety and health by dumping these materials on Judge Greffer's property in the middle of the metropolitan area.
We think the award is clearly excessive.
Attorneys for ExxonMobil say the company told contractors that some of the oil tubes could contain contaminants. They say most of the radioactivity on the Greffer property is not considered to be at dangerous levels and poses no threat to human health or the environment.
There are only 8 areas of that site that is contaminated, and it represents 1.8% of the entire property.
But it's not the amount of contamination that has this neighborhood concerned. They're more upset that they were the last to know.
Now, ExxonMobil says they had made an offer to clean up the old pipe cleaning site a few years ago, but the property owner refused. They add that the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality also determined that radium-226 and 228 were not at dangerous levels. ExxonMobil plans to appeal this decision, and many neighbors in the area say they also talked to their attorneys as well.
Well, it's a scary thought.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, thank you, Ed.